Has anyone else been diagnosed with COVID, then after the process of healing suddenly had trouble overeating and feeling hungry all the time? It developed into a binge eating, overeating cycle. In my professional opinion, it sounds like this lady's body is mimicking the same coping mechanisms as if she had starved herself, say, from a lack of food or dieting. A little bit like when we've gone without water for a really long time. As soon as we have access to water again, we need to get massive quantities of water into our body as quickly as we possibly can. Of course, it's not this lady's fault that she got COVID and couldn't eat so much, but her body doesn't necessarily know that, so it thinks that there is a lack of food, aka famine. But it's most likely that her body is just trying to refeed itself and replenish the energy stores, especially because she's never had binge eating disorder before. The thing is, when you refeed, it's not only the endorphins that you get from the food, it's the actual action of your jaw being chewed that also releases endorphins. So her body and brain are basically being refed all of these endorphins very, very quickly when before she had a lack of them. And now it is recircuiting her brain and creating this pattern so that she can latch onto the endorphins to help her survive. Essentially, because when her brain registers more and more endorphins, it will say, oh, this is a very, very good thing. Keep going, keep refeeding. My advice for anyone feeling the same way, if you feel that you've got a binge coming on, the first thing is that the fact that you're aware that you have this is the first step. The second step would be to, if you feel a binge coming on, get the food and you sit with the food and you take a deep breath in and sit, and you allow yourself to look at the food, because it will take you outside of your body, outside of your mind, and into the present moment. Then you allow yourself to eat it, because if you deny it, you're going to want that even more, and it will create this bigger and bigger and bigger gap where you will do everything in your power, your brain will do everything in its power to make you eat again. The difference is when you allow yourself to eat, you try and slow down, and that's where the breathing helps. If you're taking deep breaths, you're sitting with the food, you're allowing to fill your senses with the vision of the food, eating it slowly and enjoying it, then it's already different from a binge where you essentially, a lot of people will black out when they're eating. Along with allowing yourself to eat, I would say these 4 things in your mind over and over again, almost like a mantra. You say, I have access to food. I have plenty of food. Food will always be there. I am allowed to eat this food. This will allow your brain to create new circuits in your mind to reassure you that food is not scarce anymore. You have it and you can always have it.